May limitasyon ang pag-iangkas ng team ride-along sa mga patrol officer ng South San Francisco. Hindi kami maaaring pumasok kung sa loob ng bahay ang responde. Kaya sa domestic violence call na ibinato ng 911 kay Corporal John Stankiewicz.
The house with the front door open is where we're going, so if you guys want to be out of the car, that's fine, but I'd stay on the passenger side.
All right.
Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right. And I'll leave the car unlocked.
Isang ina umano ang tumawag sa 911 dahil sa kanyang nagwawalang lasing na anak.
Nasa labas tayo ng bahay ngayon ng isang American Indian family. Rumisponde sa tawag ng magulang. So, sinisilip ngayon, tinatanong, simple lang. Hindi natin pwedeng pasukin sa loob. Sa labasan tayo ng bahay. Naka-standby tayo.
Maya-maya pa, lumabas si Corporal Stankiewicz upang kunin ang ballistic shield sa kanyang patrol car.
So what we're doing is this gentleman's kind of barricaded himself in his room, and he's on federal probation. So we're trying to figure out what that means in regards to being able to search. He's pretty verbal in the background with us and cursing, and he's drunk or on something. So we're trying, while we're waiting for that, since he's got some weapons charges, we're going to go ahead and stack up on his door a little bit. We have a ballistic shield that we use in case the weapons things comes into play, and take it from there. So we might wind up going into that room, or we might wind up walking away from.
Ginagamit ang ballistic shield ng mga patrol officers bilang proteksyon laban sa mga suspect na may armas kung sakali itong makipagbarilan.
Let's go back up to the front door and I'll explain what's going on. He's an adult. He's barricaded in his room, and he's kind of talking nonsense, and he sounds either drunk or high. So dispatch is trying to figure out what in the world the search terms are for federal probation is. Normally it means there needs to be a federal agent present for him to be searched. So the window to his room is on that side of the house. See Siddiqui? To Siddiqui's right is a couple of stairs that goes up to his room, and so it goes right and back. But the window, according to Mom, the window to the room is on that side of the house. And she doesn't think that he would jump out the window, but that's where it's at. Trying to talk to him, he didn't want to hear it.
Isang positioning ang isinagawa ng mga patrol officer kung paano makapasok sa kwarto na nagwawalang subject.
So I don't know if you want to cover down that, and whether or not you want him out is up to you. But he hasn't talked about any weapons. She hasn't seen any weapons, and as far as she knows right now, it's just alcohol. As far as she knows.
Sa loob ng bahay, kausap ng mga patrol officer ang inang tumawag sa 911.
I'm sure Officer Siddiqui kind of explained to you the deal with being able to put him out of the house, what we can and can't do.
I said, come back home. I said, Michael, just behave yourself. I'm not going to ask you for money. You can eat here. Just, work around the house, My husband passed away 4 years ago. And I need help, things, done. So I said, just do those things. Get yourself on your feet. Go to barber school. Go do something. This kid's been like this since he was 17. This is the only will that changed his life.
Hiling ng ina na maialis ang nagwawalang anak sa loob ng kanyang bahay.
Unfortunately, we don't have the authority to just tell him, hey, this is her house, beat it. I can't do that. You'd have to. So what you'd have to do is you'd have to go through an eviction process as if you were renting a room to a stranger. So what we're trying to do now is we're trying to understand he's coming back.
Nasa federal probation status ang subject kung saan may iba itong kaso sa ibang syudad. Hindi agarang makapasok ang mga patrol officer sa kwarto ng subject dahil sa ibang batas ang nakasaad sa pagiging federal on probation ito.
Sometimes if you're on probation through the county, there's different things sometimes.
Ipinaliwalag ni Corporal sama ng subject na hindi basta-basta pwedeng arestuhin ang kanilang anak dahil
it's your house. If you wanted to walk up and shatter the window in that door, it's not like I'm going to take you to jail. It's your house. It's looking like we really can't force entry into where his domicile, his dwelling. So I totally understand where the "are you kidding me" part comes from. I get it. We're trying to see how tied they are. We're working on it.
Right. And see, I feel like this, that even though he made the decision, because I had warned him several times, I told him this today, I said, 3 weeks, you're going to get out. I said, 3 weeks, you got lost the first week he came home. I said, we didn't see you for a couple of days. Then he sobered up and laid around and whatever, then he got up and it was okay, and he went to go see, I guess, his probation because he didn't go to San Francisco.
We could take a report and we could forward it to his probation, to federal probation, that he caused this disturbance and he was drunk in the house. And if, next week, if the feds want to say, okay, violate his probation and issue a warrant, they could do that. That's one thing that could happen. Then they'll pull him. Yeah, they'll pull his car. Yeah.
Pinayuhan ni Corporal ang magulang ng subject na sundin ang tamang proseso sa korte laban sa kanilang anak.
As far as him being here, you go down to the courthouse. Go down to the courthouse and tell him you need to have someone evicted from your house. Even though it's your son and you let him in, and he's a relative and all that business, they treat it just like if you rented me that room. Second thing is a restraining order. Because then it doesn't matter if you're a resident of the house or not.
Right.
Okay, see what I'm saying? So that's probably your first order of business. I need a restraining order from my son. And oh, by the way, he lives in my house. Then if he doesn't want to leave on his own, then we're able to come out and take him out. The restraining order could say a number of things. It depends on what the judge says. He can be restrained from you, your work, your car, and this address, which is probably what you want to ask for. 99% of the time, when I walk into a house like this, I'm just telling you, and I don't know you, is tomorrow morning you have a change of heart. You don't go to the courthouse. The gentleman that is living there with his mother, he's 42 years old, and looks like he's intoxicated. Might have been using some narcotics, but he's not opening the door to his room. And he does live there. So one of those situations where our hands are kind of tied, where there actually hasn't been any criminal activity that's really taken place other than him causing a disturbance and upsetting his mom quite a bit. So we tried to talk to him. He doesn't want to come out and talk to us. Right now, it's technically not against the law to be drunk in your own house. It's one of those things where we get handcuffed. There's nothing else that we could do. Right now, unless anything else happens tonight, we're going to clear.